So recently I did a video talking about well, it was supposed to be the Acguy, but I kept calling it the Acguy. I think that's all I called it. And I don't know why, because it's the Acguy Master Grade. Why would I call it anything else? I was disappointed with myself. I'm like, I'm going to do it again. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to leave it for a while. I want to talk about the one I was mentioning, which is the Master Grade Acguy. This thing is actually really good. It's an old kit now, but you know what? It still really does stand up to the test of time. And it also brings the question, why, Bandai, haven't you made a Master Grade Beargguy? You've got the Master Grade Acguy. You just change the head, the backpack, the hands, if you want to call them hands, and add a little tail. And that's it. They could probably just take it here, this little trapdoor, which I think you could put it like attach a stand to. Which is why the head can go up like that, kind of like do like a swimming diorama. And it's got a nice swivel in the head. You can actually move the mono eye too. It goes all the way to the back and all the way to each side. But in order to do that, you pretty much have to disassemble the head and then get your finger into the inside the little inner frame piece, and you can like move this little ball that's behind the mono eye, this little sticking out piece of it, and get it around. It's kind of tricky, but you can do it. And unfortunately, it's a sticker for the eye because this is before they started using colored sensors. So that's annoying. Now the arms, they're a little different. Like the hands are different. The arms are the same. So the arms are fairly good. They have a couple joints here. They have an extending piece at the, if you want to call it an elbow, because it gives you a little more of a bend. So that's cool. Because if you remember, the high grade I think gave you extra extra attachments to make the arm stretch, where this one just gives you like an extending piece, which I don't mind. It doesn't have to be super duper goofy long. I'm okay with that. And then you have like the missiles or grenades or whatever they are here, probably missiles. And then on this hand you got the claws, and I think that's a beam emitter. And you'll notice I'm missing one. I didn't know it was missing. I looked on the shelf, it's not there. Where is it? No idea. Makes me a little sad, but as long as you keep the hand down, you don't notice. So make sure you glue all of these claws into their little connection points, because this thing has a cool little gimmick. You push the emitter and the claws pop out, and they each hinge. But once again, glue them all, or you're probably going to have this happen to you. It's a cool little gimmick though. I love it. Just a little spring gimmick that doesn't want to go back in place. There. Yeah, it's cool. It's neat. Nice little feature. And it doesn't have any waist, obviously, but the legs, they're good too. Have a little hinge that lets them come out some, so you can get like a full spread. Got the rotation of the thigh, the knee, and some nice ankle forward. Not much side to side. I don't know if they could have really done much because of the way this designed. Maybe they could have like had a second hinge here. They'd probably do that now. And some nice detail down there. And the cockpit's kind of cool too. You got a little door here that the guy can come out, but you can do that too, which I guess would allow him to come out like both, because it's a two-seater. I didn't even know it was a two-seater until I got the kit. But yeah, you got one pilot in there, but yeah, you can put two. And you know, this thing was actually pretty intimidating in 8th Mobile Suit Team. Popping out of the water, taking out the Ground Gundam's head, and it only had one hand at the time. But I just don't get why Bandai hasn't made a Beargguy Master Grade. It just prints money. You had, like, especially when Build Fighters was was out during that time, and like with Tri and everything, they could have easily milked this, given us a Beargguy, and then when Tri came out, a Beargguy San, because the body's still the same. They just have to change the head, the hands, the backpack. I just don't know why they didn't do that, because it is an older kit, but it's still a good kit.